And we are live, even though we're about 5 minutes late. Better late than never. I have a guest with me today, and goes by the name of Steve McCullough. How are you doing, Steve?
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
How you enjoyed today's Gold Cup action?
I'm enjoying a lot of soccer today, actually. The Russian Super Cup at 12. It was Zenit versus Lokomotiv, and then it was the Belgian Super Cup. Then just some MLS, and then CONCACAF Gold Cup, and some MLS to wrap it up. It was a good,
So so
good
so was
day.
the Gold Cup the most exciting aspect of your day in terms of you watching football or?
The Belgian game was actually really good. It was 3-2 Club Bruges. It was that was a good game, but that Honduras one was sick. That
Yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm waiting to hear you say,
yeah.
because that game between Honduras and Panama, that has been one of the best games of the tournament so far. And I think Group D, even
hmm
though it's not the most high profile group, it's been one of the most exciting groups in terms of the
You
games
you get your
between,
money's
yeah.
worth. You get your money's
Yeah.
worth.
Yeah, the games between Qatar and Panama, that was a sick game.
Three
And
three.
then the game now between Honduras and Panama. I see some people saying that Panama got robbed. I don't think so. I think the referee, the African referee, did pretty well. And the thing is, when you have VAR, you more than likely will get the decisions right, because if you're wrong, you could always go and double check and see if you were,
Use the
so
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just like we all can at our house when we watch the game or wherever
ex-
we're at. We can watch the replay. Yeah.
exactly. So before, they never used to have the benefit of the replay like we had, but now the referees do have, that benefit. So, Steve, what we're going to do, we're just going to talk about these two games, and we're going to talk about tomorrow's matches from Group 3,
Yeah.
group match day 3,
Yeah.
and we're going to, I don't want to, I don't want to be too long tonight, because
Yeah.
last night I didn't really get a lot of sleep, and then I was at work. I had to catch a few hours at work as well. So yeah, everything worked out. Everything worked out. But
We move on. Yeah.
yeah, these late night games are killing me, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. So big
I
up to
feel you.
everybody in the chat right now. We have Mishka Makatov saying Honduras versus Panama was a great game. It was open with lots of chances, some defensive lapses from a Canadian fan. Yes, you are
Yes.
spot on with
Very,
that.
very good game.
Definitely. Elhan Hernandez. Wow, whenever Jamaica plays, Dominic looks excited. Whenever Group D plays, he looks so tired. No, no, no. No, I'm not Jamaican, Elhan. So you see, that's where you got it wrong right away, man. So big up to our boy KJK coming all the way from
From
Qatar.
Qatar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dropping the
Brittany?
Qatari. The Qatari. What's the money called? I keep forget Rials, right? Keep dropping I need to get this right, man. Qatar. I need to get this right, because a boy supported us, and I can't. Yeah, it's Rial. Yeah, I'm getting it right. It's a
Right,
Rial.
Al. Yeah.
Yeah, Qatari Rayal. So
So he
thank you
gave
very
you.
much, man.
So that's about $13
Yeah,
US.
yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Do
Nice.
appreciate it, man. Do
Nice.
appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
So what we're gonna talk about right now, we're gonna get into that game. Grenada nil, Qatar 4. My prediction was a 3-0 to Qatar, and
Four. Yeah.
yeah, we got an extra goal. I think Qatar actually missed the trick here by not scoring about 7 or 8, to be completely honest. Seriously, because when you really look at it,
You're not
thi-
wrong, man. You're
this
not wrong.
this this group right now, let me just refresh my thing right now, and just take a look at Group D. Honduras has six. Well, the way it is right now, goal difference won't really. Yeah, goal difference could come in handy. Goal difference could come in handy, but Panama, yeah, Steve. Goal difference could come in handy here. Okay?
As it always does. Yeah. Yeah.
But let me read
Absolutely.
let me read this comment right now, and then
Qatar were
we're
very
gonna
good.
move on. So Qatar were very were very good. However, they missed many chances. It could have been. You see, same
Like
thing.
what you just said. Like
I
what you
forgot.
just
I
said.
forgot to read the comment. I was so caught up in trying to remember whether the currency's name is Real. So it could have been 8-0. Almoez poor still, but still scored. That's why he is class. And Akram Afif masterclass again. Can't wait for Qatar
Honduras.
Honduras.
Oh my God. What a game. What a game that's going to be.
Yeah,
If we're judging off of the past few off these quality games.
That'll be a good game because that'll be the game that'll decide who tops the group and who comes in second. Or it could be a situation where I'm going to get at right now, and the point I'm trying to make, Qatar missed the trick not scoring 7 or 8 goals because guess what? This is the situation right now in the group, right? This is the situation right now in the group. We will get back to this game. We will talk about this game, goal scorers, but we just looking at the bigger picture right about now. Honduras, 2 games, 2 wins. They got 6 points. So Honduras are in the quarterfinals. Nothing can stop Honduras from getting into the quarterfinals. They're in already. Qatar now has 4 points from 2 games. But the tricky thing is, you're coming up against a very confident Honduran team. Anything could happen. What if Qatar lose that game? And Panama, I know for sure, listen, no disrespect to Grenada, but Panama are going to beat Grenada. If
By
Panama,
more than 2.
Yeah, but let's say Qatar lose their game, their goal, let's say they lose by 1 goal, their goal difference will drop to a 3.
Which is possible.
Panama does have a -1 goal difference. All they need to do is put 4 or 5. They put 5 past. They need to put 5 past Grenada, which is possible, and Qatar gets knocked out. So that's where I say if Qatar had scored more, their goal difference would have been so ridiculous
Superior,
that it didn't matter if they lose the game against Honduras because no way Panama would have, catch them in terms of goal difference.
Yeah.
So, but judging from what I see from this Qatari team, they have put out a quality performance so far at the tournament. In both games, you got to give Panama the credit in the first match where Panama came back each time Qatar went forward. But for this game against Grenada, I think Qatar should have scored way more. So we had a goal in the 11th minute by Abdulaziz Hatem. Really, really good goal. Individual brilliance there by Aziz.
And then Afif for the second goal decided to be like, you know what? He's trying to top his teammate, score an even sicker goal.
Yeah, that was a good goal. That was poor defending by Grenada in that build up there. Allowed the ball to come back to Afif, and he knew exactly what he was gonna do. He is so he reads the game so well. It's like he sees things before they actually happens, and he knew exactly where he was gonna put that.
Yeah.
So that was a great goal. Muntari with the goal in the 36th minute, brilliant ball in from a corner. Muntari heading in, and look, I know Almoez Ali scored in the 46th minute, but what are your thoughts on that miss, man?
It's bad, and you know what? Like you were talking about, it would be a damn shame. It would be pretty heartbreaking for Qatar and for neutrals to see Qatar actually knocked out. Like if they literally by 1 goal they get knocked out on goal difference somehow, that's gonna haunt him, and it will, but it's gonna really. That's
exactly.
That'd be tragic if they actually went out, but they still could because they didn't get those chances.
But judging from what we see here, I think Qatar won't lose against Honduras because Honduras weren't all that pretty against Grenada, even though they went on to win big. And we saw against Panama, they were very, very susceptible.
The 12th man helps Honduras a lot.
Yeah, the crowd was huge.
I never knew that there were that many. I shouldn't be that surprised, I guess.
Yeah,
the Hondurans, a lot of Hondurans. They've packed the stadium, man.
Yeah, it was a sellout crowd.
Yeah, that's
It was a
impressive.
sellout crowd.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so we will get to that game, but just to round up this Qatar game, they had a lot of opportunities to score. Didn't pounce on all of them. You got to give it to Akram Afif, who I think has been. I was remembering somebody asked yesterday about the player of the tournament so far. It has to be Akram Afif, man. This guy has been brilliant in every aspect of the game. And today he played a deeper role because Hassan Al-Haydos did not start the game, and he was equally as good. Muntari, I think, who started up top, I think these guys got to get their act together. Muntari and Almoez Ali, they got to get their act together. I know they both scored, but they had opportunities that was easy and they could have put it away.
It's like what we talk about with like Alvaro Morata or Timo Werner. They score goals, but they need so many. You got to get more goals if you're one of those players. You know?
Almoez Ali reminded me so much of Timo Werner. When I saw the miss, I was like, oh boy, Timo Werner, Alvaro Morata. He should change his look. Alvaro and Almoez, they just, peas in a pod, man. And he has not been that good at the tournament, even though he has 2 goals. He has not been good at the tournament, I gotta say. And
not clinical enough.
Yeah. It could be Qatar's Achilles heel, them missing so many chances in front of goal. But for Grenada, I think they put up a valiant effort. They did have a few attacks. They did trouble Basham, the goalkeeper, on a few occasions, and they were very unlucky not to score. But I always say you need quality, man. If you don't have the quality players on the field, you're gonna get these 4 goals result all the time. And
yeah,
it's I predicted this before the tournament started. I predicted Grenada to get smashed up. Yeah, smashed up. Minus 10 goal difference in this tournament, and now they're minus 8, and they play a Panama team who are fighting for their lives, and that game will be on Tuesday. It could get really, really ugly, man. Panama could throw not just the kitchen sink, but the entire kitchen at the entire house at Grenada. So just to touch on a few comments right now, see what you guys are saying in the chat. Big up to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody who came through. We have Flame YDN, Angel Ans, John S, Experts Gaming, Dungeon. Everybody in here, man. Just giving you guys a shout out. Kickoff Football, Nathan Scoggins. Sometimes when you have a guest on, you tend to talk to the guests a lot more than you talk to the people in the chat. But I wanna have a nice healthy balance because you guys are really I really appreciate everybody who come out for these live streams, man.
Without these guys, we'd be talking to ourselves on a stream.
Exactly. Kevin Gayton, how are you feeling, man? Nice to see you in here again. Sai777, clearly offside. Panama was robbed, says Ray. Oh boy.
Let's touch on that Panama was robbed thing. Okay,
we will touch on that. We will touch on that game pretty
people
soon.
Realize I'm just gonna make this real quick point. Honduras were denied a penalty. Honduras were denied a penalty. So if they were robbed, like you could say robbed. I don't really like that term. But what
did it mean? Was it the offside they talking about, that third goal?
I don't know.
It was offside though. It was offside. But we look. Panama, they didn't manage. We will get to that game, but Panama didn't manage their game well. You see what I'm saying? So we will talk about that game.
I think robbed is a bit excessive.
They didn't get robbed. They really didn't get robbed.
That's
let me see. Kickoff football. Qatar could have scored 7 or more goals against Grenada. They missed a lot of chances, and that could affect them against a strong team. Correct.
Clinical.
Big up to the boy Origin Z. Man, Qatar are good, possibly dark horses in the 2022 World Cup, bro.
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
Man, look at this guy. Look at this guy trying to clum
Only dislike
himself.
because I realized you were a City fan. What?
Yeah, like
Oh,
why
come
would you even dislike the video, man? But only
on.
dislike because I
Hey,
realize you're a City fan.
dude. I'm a Chelsea fan. I got no problem with City.
Listen, man, people are just
I-
people are just petty and look for attention. Why would you even leave a comment like that? You know what I'm
They
saying?
want to be the super fan. They want to
Why
be
would-
the ultimate super fan, and they want to be so righteous. And
Why would you leave a comment? Boy, you dislike. You want to be the only this person who disliked the video.
whatever, it counts as engagement. for
Whatever,
YouTube.
whatever makes you feel good, Mr. Perez. Irvin Vita. Qatar can advance through a win, a draw, or a loss with a big goal difference. Yeah, but they'll need Grenada to put up a fight and not lose badly against Panama. That's what's going on right now. So Dungeon, Honduras tries so hard at the end in the extra time. Yep. What else we got here? Panama would have won the game big against Grenada. Would have to win big against Grenada and hope loses or draw against well, not draw. They can't. If they draw, they're through.
Yeah.
If they draw, that's a point. Come on, guys. Focus. They draw, that's a point. So Elhan Hernandez. I am Honduran, but I think my team is playing poorly. We are missing a lot of players from the Olympics, missing injured players, and Albert Elise is not in top form yet. I believe we can do much better. Bro, you guys are through. Don't be too harsh. You guys are
Kyoto
through.
stepped up. I love Kyoto. I watch. He's on Montreal, one of my teams. I love watching Kyoto, man. He's a baller. He's a baller. Like I said about Honduras, the 12th man, the Hondurans pack in Houston. That I think uplifts their performance a little bit. It gets a little more oomph or a little more juice into Honduras, what they can offer. Because I think they are playing they're playing okay, but they probably got those wins tonight because of the crowd getting them fired up and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we will get to that. We will get. I know a lot of people are talking about that, and great point, Steve. But we gotta give Qatar some love. We gotta give Grenada.
Qatar
we gotta give Grenada some love. But I see a lot of people like to, whenever you're talking about one game and there's more fans in here from the other teams, they tend to not really talk too much about. But I think
Qatar has been fun to watch.
Yeah, but I think the Honduran fans should be talking more about Qatar because that's who they play next. You see what I'm saying? And
It'll be a great game, probably.
And that'll determine who they meet in the next round because there's Mexico or El Salvador waiting, so it's very big, and we could touch on that a bit. But just to read the super chat here from KJK. Akram Afif, 2 goals, 2 assists, best in the group stage. Afif has been really good.
No problems with that. Him being the player of the tournament so far.
He has been really good, man. And I'm glad he's blessing us with this brilliance. Really nice player to watch. And I actually learned that from the commentator that his father is from Tanzania. I didn't even know that.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so a lot of the Qatari, maybe almost the entire Qatari team is of naturalized citizens, and
they
myself,
come from elsewhere.
Yeah, myself and a friend from India, we made a video back in 2019, I think, if I could recall, and we spoke about this, and he was kind of pissed off about the fact that it's all naturalized citizens, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what
Ukraine
it is.
Ukraine have a few Brazilians like Marlos,
exactly.
Tyson. Well, Tyson, I think Tyson's still Brazilian, but
yeah.
Yeah,
but exactly, look at the England team, you know what I'm saying? Look at France. So it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just talk a bit about the stats in this game, and then we move on. So well played, Qatar, 4 goals to 0. Manager Felix Sanchez should be a happy man. if you look at the positives, but there's negatives that they need to actually work on.
Top of that list would be the clinical. You got to be more clinical.
Yeah, definitely.
USA the other night, they were clinical. They were up against a pretty poor Martinique team with a few decent players, but you know what? They stamped their authority on that game 6-1.
So you're saying Qatar need to take use that as an example going forward.
Yes.
Okay.
So you play a weak opponent, smash them.
Yeah. Exactly. So Qatar dominated this match. They had 21 shots at goal, 9 on target, 64% of the ball, 563 passes with an 89% pass accuracy. Committed 6 fouls. They had 6 corners, comparing to Grenada's none. Not a single corner for Grenada. So Grenada had 5 shots at goal. As I mentioned, it did trouble the goalkeeper on a few occasions. They had 36% of the ball, 321 passes with an 80% pass accuracy. There is a bit of quality in the team, but there's levels to everything, and Qatar is just on a whole nother level. One player I have to shout out here from the Qatari team is the right back man, Pedro Miguel. Pedro Miguel had a great game. And I know a lot of people probably won't even realize that, or they won't even talk about that, but he was awesome in this game, man. So I got to give it to Pedro Miguel.
Absolutely.
Qatar also dealt with a bit of injuries in this match with, I think Kuki and Budaif had to go off injured, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And they will be stressing on these guys' fitness going forward for the next game against Honduras. But I think the team has a lot of depth, and they should be all right. You know, I love watching Abdel Karim Hassan play, man. The left center back who does play as a wing back. He's awesome, man.
Sometimes he'll even go into that midfield and that attacking third. He all around, man. It's like what it reminds me a lot of what what's his name? David Luiz used to do that kind of thing. He would just be kind of like
Oh no, not David Luiz. Oh no, not David Luiz, man. Not David Luiz. Yeah. So look, we have a comment here. Let me see. Just chilling. I hope Qatar make it through. I would like to see more games of them, but also good luck to Panama. Wink, wink.
I might adopt Qatar as my Asian team that I follow. They're a fun team to watch. There's seems to be up and up.
If you don't have a team already, might as well do that. So look, what we're gonna do, we're gonna let's talk about the next game. We give this game. Look, the reason why I spoke about this game for such a long time is because I want to touch on all the games. I want to give every team the attention they deserve. We have to talk about Qatar. For God's sake, man, they're sponsoring the tournament. You see what I'm saying? We gotta give we gotta give them some love. You see what I'm saying?
100%. And they have a damn good team.
Yeah, exactly.
So you really gotta shine the spotlight where it's due.
And you gotta treat your guests right, and Qatar guests.
Yes.
So. But this game, man, Panama 2, Honduras 3. What a match. Any thoughts on this game?
Oh, did you ask me something? Oh,
yeah,
what was that?
Thoughts on the game.
It was a barnstormer, to say the least. It was a barnstormer. Lots of stuff to talk about. There's always noise. There was always something you couldn't take your eyes off of it. It was a great game. Great game. It
swung back and forth, you know.
Yeah, back and forth.
And you and I were talking on Twitter about the game as it, you predicted, you're a betting man. You're a betting man. I'm not a betting man, but you were talking about.
You're helping me out. We're discussing ideas.
Yeah. And the thing is, and that's what I said. It's like you place a bet that you thought both teams would have scored, and They did.
That hit real quick.
Yeah, they did. And then
by the 20th minute, both teams, or maybe a little bit after.
And then you were feeling Honduras a little bit more. And you did
1-1. Yeah.
You did bet Honduras to win the game, right?
Yeah, I put 87 down and I won 205, and that was when it was 1-1.
You see that? So you made some more money tonight again, man. You made some, and I said, you see, the thing is, right? The thing that I like is, like, I'm not telling you what to bet or who to bet for, but if you ask my opinion, and I say, for example, I predicted a draw, but you could go with your gut feeling. You see what I'm saying? And you went with your gut feeling, and when Harold Cummins went off, that I said, of course, man, Panama would find it very difficult to win a game without that Harold Cummins at the back. So that was a big miss for them when Harold Cummins had to go off injured. Yeah. So in this game, Ramel Cueto scored in the 21st minute. So Honduras took the lead, and that was actually after he had taken the lead, but the goal was chalked off because of offside.
Yeah.
But that goal was well taken. Both of them was well taken, and Kyoto looked really good in this game.
I like Kyoto a lot.
Yeah, so that was a good early goal for Honduras, but Panama replied via a penalty. Eric Davis in the 32nd minute. Maynor Figueroa hands in the ball in the box, making himself big. Referee had to, refer to VAR, and it goes back to VAR usage in the Gold Cup has been good, even though sometimes they're taking a little longer than usual. But it has
Whatever
been
gets
good.
the right call. Whatever gets the right call.
Exactly.
It's just like the NFL, man. The NFL, sometimes they take a while to get the right call, but most of the time they do. So
I don't really watch the NFL though. So
that's all right.
Yeah, I've never actually watched an NFL game. Never. I don't even understand football.
Yeah, fair enough.
I should say I don't understand American football because I don't want people to say, "Whoa, he just
don't understand the NFL."
He don't understand football. Oh man, So guys, we need 18 more thumbs up to hit 50. If you haven't yet done so, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. So look, just to touch on the goals, 45th minute, Cesar Yanis put Panama up ahead, and they look good, man. It was an open game, wide open game, and a lot of chances. Both goalkeepers came up with big saves. Mejia, Luis Lopez. There was
some great saves from the Honduran keeper.
Yeah, Lopez.
Those headers with the hand out, fantastic.
There was a few times the woodwork was hit. I could remember Carrasquilla hitting the woodwork as well. It was a damn good game, man. 2-1 at halftime in favor of Panama, but they didn't manage the game well. They really didn't.
Defense is all over the place.
How about that goal from Alexander Lopez, though? That's goal of the tournament for me so far,
That's a bullet.
That is goal of the tournament for me so far. Guys.
That's so tough. That's so tough. Because I like that Bobby Reed. That Bobby Reed one was sick.
Listen, if you look at the Bobby Reed goal, right? The Bobby Reed goal. Yeah, but the Bobby Reed goal came in different circumstances. Jamaica were winning the game.
Right.
If you look at this was a comeback goal. Honduras were down, and that was the pace, the fire behind that ball. Mejia got a touch. He couldn't even stop it. The Bobby Reed, it wasn't hit with so much venom. This was hit with venom. This was hit with precision.
Right.
And the whole context of the match and everything, you got to give it. This is the goal. This is my goal of the tournament. There has been some good goals, but this is my. You could pick the Bobby Reed goal if you want.
Or even or another shout. The Mexican, the first goal against Guatemala. That was a very who was that? Shoot, Funes Mori, Rogerio.
Yeah, that was a good goal. That was a good goal.
That was a pretty good goal too. But yeah, it's so tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
I love a volley, and the fact that it was so like out of the blue, like those headers off the defenders. You see those all the time, and you you see guys trying to hit those pot shots and they go 5, they go way into the crowd, but that it's hard to do. But I don't blame you for having this goal as goal of the tournament, though.
If you go back and you check the Bobby Reed goal, I'm pretty sure we could look at it and it won't get copywritten, but copyright strike. I say copywritten, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go into that right now. But the goal. Oh yes, Flame YDN. Steven Estaquio's goal was also a good one, so that one is up for
that's
the best
pretty
goal.
Far out.
Yeah, that was a good goal. That was a good goal. So I have to say the Bobby Reed. This goal scored by
they had a nice chip against Martinique.
Exactly. There's been some good goals. There's been some good goals, but I gotta give it to Alexander Lopez, man.
I don't blame you.
Listen, Alexander Lopez was good in this game. He was the man who pushed through the ball for Kyoto, and he has been amazing, man. He had a good game. Gotta give it to him. So the Kyoto goal, the second one, man. What a ball! What a ball! That defender, I think that was I think that was Alvarez with that long ball, if I'm not mistaken. The guy with the I think that was with the hair, the dyed hair.
Yes, Kevin Alvarez. Yeah.
Let me just check the thing really quick to see who got the assist. Yep, Alvarez.
Norrköping in Sweden.
That was a great ball. That was a great ball. That long ball. It had the Panamanian defense in shambles, and you got to give it to Kyoto. His first touch was on point.
Kyoto, that was man.
Yeah, Kyoto had a great game.
Yeah,
and it's actually nice to see Kyoto in form while Albert Ellis wasn't really in form in the game.
Iffy,
yeah. So he was taken off, and Honduras still did the business. I think for Panama. Thomas Christensen, he made some good substitutions. He tried, and it wasn't it didn't work today. Fajardo came off the bench again, and he really troubled the Honduran backline, and he was unlucky not to score. Could remember he got a header that he put over. Carrasquilla hit the post, the crossbar, I should say, and I think Panama fought well, and the game had a draw written all over it. Yeah. But in the end, I think the quality of Honduras, man, Kyoto was on fire on the day. Lopez was on fire, and the quality was the determining factor at the end of the day. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat right about now. KJK Kyoto was linked with a Qatari club last year. Yeah. He better sign up if you want to make some bank. You know what I mean? He said, but he went to Montreal. That was not a good decision, Kyoto. Rommel, that's not a good decision.
Oh, Rommel. It was. What you talking about? I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying them.
Yeah, I don't watch the MLS like that. I have to start watching the MLS a lot more.
It's fun. It's fun.
I don't listen. I'm not saying you're wrong, because what we're seeing from the MLS-based players at the tournament so far, they're looking good. I'm telling you. Yeah. Look at this dude putting on a Montreal Impact jacket, man. You're just showing off. You need to stop it.
Kyoto, let's go.
You need to stop it, man. You need to stop it. You guys, you see this dude? You see this dude? You really need to stop it, man. You need to stop it. So Karume is asking, Dom, which team impressed you so far after the 2 rounds of the games? To be honest, I have to say I'm impressed with the USA team. I'm impressed with
Qatar,
El Salvador.
Yes, El Salvador.
Yeah, I'm talking about teams that really I don't have anything bad to say about them.
El Salvador would be one.
El Salvador I don't have anything bad to say about for sure. Let me just check the table real quick and I'll tell you guys. El Salvador in Group A has been great at the tournament. Mexico, not so much. Canada, even though they're on top of the group, I have not been thoroughly impressed with Canada.
4-1 wins were kind of flattering.
Yeah, listen, I have not been impressed with them.
They're a good team, but they need to step it up performance-wise.
Exactly. Yeah. The USA, I have been impressed with big time. Yeah. Right? I gotta say that. Costa Rica and Jamaica, I can't. They're not gonna be in. They're not in on my list right now, and Honduras and Qatar is not on my list either. I'm gonna have to say the teams that has impressed me the most so far is the USA and El Salvador. And why I say Qatar has not impressed me, because I think Qatar should have won the game against Panama, and they should have beaten Grenada by about 10.
Yeah.
And then Honduras, you see how they had to fight for this win against Panama, and they weren't so impressive against Grenada in my opinion. So I might be harsh, but that's just my opinion right about now. So
Qatar have been ridiculously fun to watch, though. Can't deny him with that.
Karume is asking, what is wrong with my team, Jamaica? Look, there's a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of things Jamaica need to get
Patterns of play.
Yeah.
Like consistency through 90 minutes, going in and out of games, relying on moments of quality, which is fine, it happens, but you would rather have a quality performance and then a moment of quality instead of, letting someone outplay you for X amount of time and then all of a sudden a goal out of. I mean, that's cool, but you're gonna need to. You're gonna, just like with the Euro 2020 final, it's like Italy played well that game and they got the quality in the shootout. It says a lot. It says a lot where you need to rely on these. You shouldn't rely on it. It should be a byproduct of your good performances. El Salvador have been playing out of their skin, and you know what? They've had 2-0 wins. So it's all a byproduct. It's all a byproduct.
In terms of Jamaica, just to make a long story short, just let's put it this way: Shamar Nicholson has to get dropped. You got to drop him because he could cost you this Gold Cup. You got to drop him and let him come off the bench. Let him come off the bench and learn his freaking lesson. So Flame is saying Jamaica is really shaky and the games make you feel like they're going to win or lose to this lower quality team. Yep. On point. So
Leon Bailey has to step it up too.
Yeah, people has been saying he's injured and, blaming injury or whatnot. But let me see. Toy Soldier, I'm hoping we manage to play El Salvador instead of Mexico. El Salvador, maybe an easier draw. And we have a solid chance of beating them. Vamos Honduras. So, look, just to touch on the stats for this game really quick, because there's not much more. I think we touched on everything. It was an open game, end-to-end stuff, a 3-2 thriller win for Honduras over Panama. Great game, big crowd. And this is what we need. If we could have gotten this in every Gold Cup match where even the neutrals come out to support the thing, or let's say CONCACAF should have done something to actually, let's say, even if you have a game like Jamaica versus the Guadeloupe match, give away some cheap tickets or something, you know what I'm saying?
Promote advertisement, social media, marketing.
For example, you say, okay, you buy a ticket for this game, you're going to get this ticket for that game.
Buy one, get two free.
For maybe not free. You don't want to give away free. Yeah. Maybe for like a really cheaper price. So then what happens, you get people in the stadiums. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of the stadiums has been empty, others been full, but this is good, man. That was really good. Yeah. So just to touch on the stats, it was an open game. Panama 18 shots at goal, 6 on target. They had 54% of the ball, 323 passes with an 81% pass accuracy. They had 9 corners, 12 fouls each team. 3 yellow cards for Panama, 2 for Honduras. I don't think anyone gonna miss the next game. I don't think I could recall them saying anybody would miss the next game through yellow card suspension. Maybe I'm wrong, but we shall see. So in terms of Honduras, 12 shots at goal. They were very clinical, 9 on target. You don't usually see this. 12 at goal, 9 on target. That was pretty awesome. Hence the reason why they were able to score 3 of those. They had 46% of the ball, 276 passes with a 75% pass accuracy. Not the best passing stat, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is the 3 goals in the back of the net to Panama's 2. So that round off this game, and what we're going to do really quick, don't want to be super long tonight. We got to talk about these games coming up tomorrow here, man. We got 4. We got 4 games tomorrow, so let's just touch on these. We won't be super long, and let's just touch on these and move on. I gotta go to bed to get up in the morning, and I'm pretty sure you got things to do as well. And everybody's watching. We got you guys got things to do. So before we move on, for the Panama Honduras game, I did predict a draw. It almost ended up being a draw, but we
said 1-1, I think.
Yeah, I said a 1-1. I said 1-1. So Martinique, Haiti. What's your prediction for this, Steve?
I'm not that impressed with Haiti, but I can't really. I don't know. This is tough. I don't know. 1-0 Haiti. It's a dead rubber. Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't been impressed with Haiti. I really haven't.
But you also have to remember that Haiti has been very depleted by the positive COVID tests and a lot of other things surrounding.
I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yeah, look, I have been impressed with them, even though they lost both their games. They did put out a good showing. Martinique is a type of team that you never know they could spring a surprise, but the fact that this is a dead rubber, I think Martinique may rotate a little, and Haiti do not have the luxury of rotating, which means their team would be the strongest it could possibly be. And I think it could go any way. It could go any way. It's a French derby here.
Yes.
Both teams speak French.
Haitian origins, yeah.
Yep.
Well, 1-0 Haiti.
Yeah, I think Haiti would take this one. I'm gonna go for 2-1. I think Martinique would score 2-1 to Haiti. Flame is saying 3-1 to Haiti. Karume, Haiti, COVID, and Homis. You big up to Haiti. 1-1, and yeah. So let us just move on. We don't want to be too long. The next game, okay, we're gonna save this one for last.
Yes.
Let's talk about the game here from Group. What is this? Group A, Guatemala versus Trinidad and Tobago. What you got here?
And this is another tricky one. Because I have to think.
So wait. If this is tricky, the USA Canada is going to be very difficult for you.
Yeah, but for some reason, clear as day. You'll see my prediction. I made up my mind about that real fast.
Oh, okay. So Trinidad, Guatemala. What you got?
So tough. I don't.
You got 2 choices, bro. You got 3 choices: a win for Guatemala, a win for Trinidad, or a draw.
You know, I'm gonna take a draw.
Exactly. When you're in between, just predict the draw.
Yeah, that's fact.
I'm actually gonna go for look, Trinidad did well against Mexico, not so well against El Salvador, but they got the game plan wrong. And to be honest, I don't even know what they're gonna do against Guatemala. I think Guatemala has looked promising, and I'm gonna go for a Guatemala win here. Trinidad may score, but I'm going to say 2-1 to Guatemala. 2-1 to Guatemala. Short and sweet. We're going to move on.
Fair enough.
Both teams are out, so we're going to move on. Look, Mexico versus El Salvador to see who's going to top Group A. And it's very, very important because it determines who you meet in the quarterfinal, because you win Group A, you could it's I don't think we could see Mexico come up against Qatar in the quarterfinals. That'll be crazy. Or we would see El Salvador versus Honduras. So that's what we're looking at right about now. Who you got in this game?
All right, so here's the thing. Like Mexico, they struggled against TNT. They did beat Guatemala, but I think El Salvador are pretty decently above those. I honestly, I'm gonna go with something. I'm gonna go with you got it because you also got to consider this isn't Mexico's A team, and I think El Salvador are really playing well. We'll go with something a little out there. I'm gonna go 2-2. That was the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah, good prediction. But I look, I like what El Salvador has done so far at the tournament, but I think when they come up against a more quality opposition in Mexico, look, El Salvador, you could prove me wrong, but I'm gonna go for Mexico to win this one. I'm gonna say Mexico win this one 2-0. 2-0. Funes Mori is he's in form right now.
Yeah.
Pineda looked good in the last game. Herrera is always there pulling the strings.
Jesus Corona.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Mexico to win the game. I'm gonna go for Mexico to win the game and top the group. And most likely it might be Honduras because this Qatar team is gonna be difficult to push over. But you never know. It could be Panama as well. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? So I'm gonna go for Mexico to win that game. And for the final one, the grand finale, the big one coming up at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, our time.
Sold out.
USA.
Children's Mercy Park.
USA, Canada. Look, keep it short, keep it sweet. Who you got?
3-2 USA.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed with this Canadian team. And once Greg Berhalter puts out the right 11, I think the USA are gonna get the better of Canada here.
I think this is finally the game where Nicholas Giacchini gets a goal. I think he's number 7 on the U.S. men's team, but
he's a quality. He's a quality
player. He plays for Caen, France. He's a good good player.
Isn't Giacchini? I thought Giacchini was at Sporting KC. Isn't he?
You're thinking of Buzio.
I thought they said both of them were there. Maybe you're right. But
no, maybe no. Let me look it up because maybe Giacchini's from the Sporting KC Academy or something. Let me look it up. Nicholas.
Yeah, that might be what's going on there.
Yeah. Giacchini.
Yeah. You're right. He's at Caen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is from Kansas City. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. So he does play for Caen. So quality player, man. And
I think this is finally the game where because I think Canada's defense is suspect.
Yeah, I like the look of this USA team, and I have to apologize for the fact where I said I don't know about this team because it's MLS based, and I don't know. But I think the USA might just end up topping this group. They look good, man. I'm telling you, they look good. Yeah. They look good in all departments: goalkeeping, defense, midfield, the forwards. But the only thing is Greg Berhalter has to pick the right team. He has to go with Daryl DK up top. You got to go with DK up top.
DK.
Listen. And even when the World Cup, and I like that this happened so that we could really see what's going on, because whenever World Cup qualifiers come around, I don't want him to be persistent with Sargent. This Sargent,
yeah.
Listen, even Matthew Hoppe looked good. Hoppe looked good in that last game. He looked really good. You know what I mean? And I think
playing on that left wing, yeah.
Since he made his debut for Schalke a few months ago, he has really put on some size, and he looked very, very good.
Yeah.
So
I think Josh Sargent, I think he's an all right player, but I just feel like he's one of those Julian
bench
where he's gonna end up he's going to end up kind of anonymous in a few years. He is not the number 9. For me, I got my eyes set on Daryl DK.
Bench.
Yeah.
Bench.
Yeah.
I can't put it any other way. Sargent, if he's part of the squad, he should be coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Not starting the game, man, because, look, even Zardes deserves to play ahead of Sargent, in my opinion.
I won't cry and, throw a fit if Sargent isn't even in the squad. Like,
Exactly.
he's an all right player. He makes some good runs and all that, but the clinicalness, he's got to score more.
It's a bit overrated. Why you think Werder Bremen got relegated? Come on, we don't
They
even.
They didn't have a goal scorer. Milo Rashica couldn't do it all himself.
We don't need to get too deep into this either. Look, Robin Russell's making a good point here as well, and this is something that I mentioned, I think yesterday or the day before, but I didn't mention it tonight. But if Canada wasn't resting players, then Canada wins for sure. But since Estacio isn't playing, and we will most likely rest players with yellows, which is like 7 players, it will be a USA win. Great point. A lot of players are in yellows, and Estacio, who was on a yellow, won't play the match because of suspension. So you're making a great point. But I don't think they would rest everyone on a yellow, because you would weaken the team so much that it would definitely ensure USA to go on and win the game. And for Canada, look, if you check Group B and who they come up against in the next round here, it's Canada or USA against Costa Rica or Jamaica. It determines who you get in the next round. Do you want Jamaica or do you want Costa Rica? So, look, and we don't know who's going to win from Group C yet. We don't know if it's going to be Costa Rica or Jamaica. So, Canada would want to top their group and play the weaker of the 2 teams coming through from Group C in the quarterfinals. So, I'm not buying the resting thing. If you're on a yellow, you go out there and manage yourself properly and not pick up a second one. Simple.
And and another thing about Robin's comment, thank you for comment. I don't think Canada winning for sure if they didn't rest it. I don't think that's nothing.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Nothing in sports is a guaranteed. Oh, they'd win for sure.
And I'm not to criticize you too much.
Canada have a good team. Don't get me wrong.
I haven't been convinced with this Canadian team at all. I haven't.
If they had Davies, if they had David, if they had their A team like everyone else, then I could see like, okay, Canada have beaten the U.S. They beat them 2-0 last time they played. The U.S. is on. I believe that they have beaten the last 11 CONCACAF opponents that they have played. They've outscored them 34-3, and I think it was before the Martinique game. So they're on a 40-4 tear of CONCACAF teams. Last team to beat them was Canada 2-0 at BMO Field in Toronto.
Yeah.
And that was with the top US squad and the top Canadian.
Great point. But what happened after that when they played the return leg? You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing about the Canadian team right now. They do look good, but I just can't put all my faith in them. I did predict them to top this group based on I really thought Davies and David would have been here. But I think
Davies got injured.
Yeah, I think I predicted them to top even without David, but with Davies. But once he picked up an injury, the squad kind of look a little light. But they have had their patches where Tajon Buchanan has been a bright spot. I think Estacio has looked good at the tournament so far. But I think Lauren has to step up his game. Kyle Lauren definitely and Cavallini got to step up their game.
Cavallini, yeah,
big time.
I've been to a few New England Revs games this year, and that's where Tajon Buchanan plays. And I saw him against the Red Bulls twice and against Atlanta, and he was arguably man of the match. He was fantastic. I think one of the games against New York, he scored, made this really nice run past a bunch of guys and him and Brandon By on the Revs. Very good. Tajon Buchanan, very very good right back. I'm excited about his future.
So we have EBD is the sickest. Thank you very much, man. He says Canada should rest players on yellow, need players on for the next round.
You got to take the U.S. seriously. This is about momentum.
Yeah, I don't look.
Tournaments.
It's a tricky decision to make because for John Herdman, it's a tricky decision because what if he plays those guys, right? Let's say he play those guys and then they get yellows and they still lose the game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh man.
But you know what? What is it? What's that catchphrase? You lie in you set your bed and you lie in it. You know, you're the manager of a team. You got to win. You got to win the next game. You should. That's the focus.
But I think he just may rest these players because
maybe a few.
Yeah, I think he will rest a lot of them. You got these guys in the comments have a good point here as well.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you why I think he may actually rest. You could look at it from different angles. You took a squad to the tournament, you gotta use what you have. Because if you
trust those guys, you pick them.
That's the point I was just about to make. You brought those guys to the tournament. You trust them. You're gonna let them play, and it's the same thing that Greg Berhalter is gonna do with this U.S. men's national team. I think he might actually
rotate squad.
Exactly, he might rotate again. But look, Steve, it's been fun. Gotta go. It's late. Gotta get up in a couple hours, 3.5 hours to be exact, and.
I'll get up at that time too, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta get out of here, man. I did get a little sleep earlier in the night before the first match, and I was only planning on doing like 40 minutes today, but stretched it a little bit.
That's all right, because sometimes your live streams are like 2 hours.
Exactly.
So you know what? That's an improvement.
Yeah, this is very hard for me, man. This is very hard. I usually like to just go on and talk about every single thing possible, read the comments, and just go into things, but not today, man. Not today. So, guys, everybody in the chat, like to say thanks for coming through again. If you guys haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, we need 3 more thumbs up to hit 50 likes. Make sure you do so. Once again, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you coming on again, Steve.
Yeah, of course. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
Share your insight and, just talk about this lovely game that we all love to watch, the game of football.
CONCACAF.
Yep. And listen, it's our tournament. A lot of people, they don't fancy the Gold Cup, but we gotta give the Gold Cup some love, man. You see what I'm saying?
And we got something to offer. There are good games in this tournament. There are good goals, good players, good players playing for good teams, stars on the rise. There's something in everywhere, man.
Yeah, man, yeah. And we have Master Singleton saying thanks for another great stream. Robin Russell, good stream, my man. And the thing too, right? Let me tell you, I don't want to call out other people or whatnot, but I'm taking my time to watch all the games.
Yes,
and I'm like, I'm not calling out anybody in particular, but people know who they are, and this is not something bad, but I'm just saying, while these games are going on, these games are playing, people from the other teams are actually streaming, not watching these games, but talking about their team. So you see what's going on there. So whenever they end up meeting these teams at the tournament,
they're like, what?
Exactly. When they get beaten, they're like surprised, like, what's going on here? Because you were live streaming while they were playing. Of course. You see what I'm saying? So, Jonas Giron with the $3 super chat. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Much respect, much love. Doesn't have anything to say, but he is putting his money where his mouth is. Do appreciate that, man. So, look. From your boy Dominic Rich, Steve McCullough.
Mahalo,
Steve McCullough, holla. Thanks for coming through again, guys. So until next time, I like to say peace out, Rich Squad. Peace.
Up the Chelsea.
Peace.